I know it's been a while that you've seen an episode of Movies with ASK, but I will not dwell on the past. It's time to move forward. Today's episode, I assure you, will be fun. It will be worth the wait, and I'm very sure by the time you're done watching today's episode, you'll be like, I forgive him. Let's go for our montage, and we'll be right back. Omoni Oboli is a name to be reckoned with in the Nigerian movie industry. She's been around for over 2 decades. She started out as an actress, then ventured into filmmaking, and she's been successful in it, with Wives on Strike and Okafor's Law and a couple of other movies. But to confess, the only movie I've seen from Omoni Oboli is Wives on Strike, and I remember some time ago I gave it some sort of criticism, but we can talk about that another day. I've not seen Okafor's Law, but I just saw Love is War.
I know that I'm the best person for the role, irrespective of gender. Good evening, Your Excellency.
Even better than your husband?
Love is War stars Omoni Oboli as Hankuri Phillips. Hankuri Phillips she's an aspiring, ambitious politician. She's a minister, and then she's anointed as the next governor of Ondo State. But there's a problem. Hankuri is from Benue State, but she's married to an Ondo man who comes from a very prominent family. He's a doctor. He has no interest in going into politics. So politicians who wanted to see Hankuri Phillips fail in the elections found a way to rope Dimeji Phillips into the election. So husband and wife become opponents in the gubernatorial race. Now, what I liked about the movie was, first things first, it tells the plight of the Nigerian woman in governance, in politics in Nigeria. To confess, we still have a long way to go. Thank God, with time, we are seeing more women getting involved. But I believe that we still need more of women empowerment and more of our women being educated and stuff. Hankuri Phillips tried to register her name in the party, and she's been given all sorts of ridiculous demands. She's told to go and see the chairman. She meets the chairman, who's played by Jide Kosoko, and Jide Kosoko then tells her that, look, this is your deputy governor. His choice for deputy governor was played by my friend Ben Williams. Ben Williams used to be my coach back in the days when I used to try out for theatre. Another thing I liked about the movie was how they addressed the issue of residency. In Nigeria, it's told that no matter where you live, you are a resident of that place, you are a citizen of that place. But we know how it is done in Nigeria, that people in public service, maybe they get to a particular level in their career, but they don't get to the topmost. Maybe they are not made commissioner, they are not made permanent secretary, because why? They are not indigents of the state. I think what they were trying to establish was, as long as Hankuri Phillips was Nigerian, she's married to an Ondo guy, she should be able to run for governor. I don't know what you think, but anyway, that's another debate. Another thing I like about the movie was how they didn't paint Hankuri Phillips as a saint. They showed how she could be desperate when she needs to be, because Nigerian politicians can be desperate. Imagine Hankuri Phillips sending thugs to terrorize her husband. In most Nigerian films, in which could be cliches, you would never see a Nigerian woman in politics take such decisions. But she's going against her husband, and she's going like, oh, now I'm desperate and I'm going to deal with you. I like that. Like, look, I like that dark side. That, look, this is the dark side of a woman. That, look, don't mess with me. So I found that. I don't know, you might say that's strange. I found it very sexy. And the issues I had with the film, I think the ending it seemed rushed. It was shaky, and I was expecting, I don't know, I was hoping that maybe it could have been an alternative ending, but the ending was like, okay, cliche, but you know, it's the script. And also, I think the film didn't represent the multi-party system properly. Look, you might say that it doesn't matter. In Hollywood, there's the protagonist and there's the antagonist, but there are other actors. There's a dance competition. They don't just concentrate on two teams, they concentrate on other teams too, because those other teams influence those two teams. So I didn't see that play out. We didn't see the multi-party system. We just saw two parties, and I don't know, that wasn't a correct representation of our political system. Another issue I had with the film was the effects, specifically where they were campaigning and they were doing rallies, and they were identical. When Hankri was having her own rally, when Dimeji was having his own rally. Yes, I understand that it could have been the same location in Hollywood and every other movies all around the world. When it comes to crowd shots, they cannot get everybody to just sit in because of a scene, to sit in a stadium, so they get do special effects. But this is Africa. We have a long way to go when it comes to special effects. Godfathers play a major role in Nigerian politics. Jide Kosoko was a godfather, Akin was a godfather. You would see how they were fighting each other using their own candidates. So in a way, it kind of shed some light that, look, it's not all about the candidates. There are some people who are pulling the strings. If you ask me, how would you rate the movie Love is War? I'll give it a 5/10. I like the message. The message was simple. We should all be able to live together. Look, husband and wife competing against each other, but they still slept in the same bed. At the end of the day, after every election, we are all still going to live in this country. And I liked the movie. It's on Netflix. Anyway, until next time, my name is Bimbo, but I will not go without appealing that you always maintain social distance when you are out in public, because there's a virus out there. It's called COVID-19. Wear your face mask. Wash your hands regularly. 20 seconds. Until next time, you are watching movies with ASK. My name is Bimbo, and I'm out.